Countless sharp spears strike the ground. A wall of natural barriers rises in an instant. 100,000 yaks sense the danger. They panic and turn to flee. But ahead of them waits a cliff 1,000 meters deep. When they realize the danger, it's already too late. Each yak watches helplessly as its kin fall one after another. The yak leader finally understands. They have fallen into a human trap. Rage fills his eyes as he charges forward for revenge. On his rampage, he collides with a weak young man named Mike. Mike is the only son of the tribe's chief. The chief watches in horror as his son faces mortal danger. With all his strength, he throws his spear. It pierces deep into the yak leader's back, but the beast, blinded by vengeance, doesn't stop. He swears to offer Mike's life for his fallen kin. The yak leader hurls Mike off the cliff. Everyone rushes to the edge in fear. By pure luck, Mike doesn't fall. He clings to a jagged rock, hanging 100 meters below. The chief screams his son's name into the wind. The rock cracks under pressure and shatters. Before his father's desperate eyes, Mike plunges into the abyss. The chief collapses in grief and tries to end his pain, but his people hold him back. The tribe cannot lose him. That night, he calls his son's name again and again. Only silence answers. When death becomes certain, the chief breaks down completely, but fate spares Mike once again. He didn't fall into the void, but landed on a wide ledge. After a long unconscious sleep, a vulture swoops down. It pecks hard at his lips, waking him in pain. When Mike looks down, terror freezes his breath. Below him yawns a bottomless abyss. He tries to climb upward, but his foot slips. He hangs in the air again, nowhere to stand. Only death waits below. Then thunder rolls across the valley. A storm like never before begins to rage. Rain pours in torrents, and in that flood, Mike sees a glimmer of life. As the water rises higher and higher, Mike suddenly lets go.